All right. And we're back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Eric Rodriguez, here every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time on the GSMC Sports Network, here to talk about all things professional wrestling, all the action inside and outside of the ring, superstar news, injuries, rumors, updates, contract talks. We talk about here on the show. Obviously, love that you guys, could definitely make you guys more part of the show. Don't forget to hit up the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net so you guys could, state your opinions, comments, questions. Give me a shout out of where you're listening from. 1,010% is going to be dope. It's going to be great. It's going to be a show, not just for me, created for you, but us created for each other. Hell yeah. All right, so now we're going to talk about Bianca Belair's most embarrassing moment in her career. Recently, you've seen Bianca Belair teaming up with the Storm. The Storm, Jade Cargill from AEW. I like the tag team, but something that I kind of thought about along the way, something that I've always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, was the fact that both of these two women superstars should definitely be in the main event title picture. That's what makes me think of maybe perhaps, there could be a mid card title belt heading for WWE, and it is in the works. We have a WWE Women's United States and also a WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship title being in the works, which is something that I feel like the promotion should have had for about a decade now, to be honest. I kind of did a segment on this a couple of episodes ago where I was talking about some potential superstars that moved on from WWE that could have ultimately benefited from this, like Tony Storm, like Mercedes Moné, like Ash by Elegance. Obviously, the list goes on and on, but something that should probably happen sooner or later. So Bianca Belair has had a lot of standout moments in terms of her professional wrestling career. She is the EST of WWE, the strongest, the fastest, the greatest, the most charismatic. Oh, I guess that didn't end in EST. My bad. So she's also a Royal Rumble winner. She's one of the women that participated in the main event of WrestleMania what we're going to talk about right now at SummerSlam of 2021, you had Bianca Belair saw her first title run come to a devastating end. It was pretty bad. I got to be honest. I saw her come out. I saw them. The moment Becky Lynch entered SummerSlam, I kind of thought it was going to be more of a one-on-one, more of a chance for her to kind of show the skills in terms of professional wrestling fans and stuff like that. But you ultimately kind of saw her lose. She returned the returning Becky Lynch defeated Bianca Belair in just 26 seconds. That slap to the face, definitely. Of course, obviously not under the Paul Levesque era right now. Just a slap to the face to Bianca Belair. I feel like she definitely deserved more than that. Um, you know, she speak with Alistar McGeorge of the Metro. She said, to say the least, she said to make it was like one of the worst nights of her life. There was friends and family inside the crowd, and she felt super, super bad. And she had this to say, and I quote, she said, 26 seconds at SummerSlam. That's the most embarrassed I've ever been. My parents were in the audience. They didn't know what was going on. They had no idea what was happening. She recalled, I felt really, really bad for them. And absolutely, 1,010%. That's, once when you become someone in terms of like a sports entertainer, you go out there, especially, obviously it's scripted, obviously it is choreographed. So you're like, you know what? I want my friends to come out there, I kind of want to, flex a little bit, see how badass I, really am and stuff like that. But she felt bad for him. And honestly, I feel bad for them kind of too. Like, you know what I mean? Like watching your daughter, watching someone who's worked so hard to be such a prominent aspect in terms of professional wrestling, ended up losing a match in 26 seconds to a returning superstar. Like, obviously, like, I'm not a huge hated, guy. Like, fans, they directed their hatred toward the WWE creative team as opposed to the performers, which is 1,010% the right play because it had nothing to do with Becky, had nothing to do with Bianca Belair. Obviously, you go out there you get an assignment Every single time you show up to the venue, every single time you show up to the event, they give you an assignment. They're like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. That's just WWE. So, not a lot of people hated on Becky Lynch, which was kind of cool. But Becky Lynch said in her autobiography that she was determined to make Bianca's Belair's career look like a star-studded career because she believed that Bianca Belair had a ton of potential. Obviously, kind of passing the baton a little bit, and she kind of wanted to show how strong Bianca Belair actually was. Bianca Belair actually did avenge her loss at WrestleMania 38, where she took down the man Becky Lynch. So, definitely, poetic justice in terms of Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, especially in new modern day WWE, she's so loved by the fans. She's so loved by the fans. A lot of people, I've read, I've checked on Reddit, social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. A lot of people are a little upset at Bianca Belair's character kind of right now. Right there, you see her being cashed in by Io Sky. That's how Io Sky became the WWE Women's Champion. But I agree. I agree 1,010%. I liked Bianca Belair. I believed her act was a little stale. Then they decided to team her up with Jade Cargill. And at first I did hate it, but then I liked it. Then I hated it, kind of going back and forth and stuff like that because I feel like if WWE also had a mid card title like the Intercontinental or also the United States in terms of the women's division, it'd be a lot different. And I think Bianca Belair could definitely be no. I believe she's 1,010% a heavyweight. Hell yeah. She, in terms of main card and stuff like that, she could definitely headline WrestleMania. She could definitely, Survivor Series, No Mercy. She could, Royal Rumble. She's also, always a potential winner to win the Royal Rumble. So, obviously, throwing flowers to Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE. Her character is kind of perhaps heading toward, it kind of varies. It kind of varies right now. A lot of people think, and to me as well, ultimately you have to break up this tag team. Jade Cargill is an absolute beast, an absolute, physical specimen. She's not the girl you want to run into in a dark alley, I tell you that. And then you also have Bianca Belair who could, totally, she kicks total ass as well. She's great with the fans, a lot of charisma, a lot of enthusiasm, and she's just always a threat. She's always a threat, 1,010%. I don't know which one they will decide to go heel if they ever decide to break up that tag team. But I think you see more or less Jade into the tag team title picture as opposed to Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is a winner. And I'm not saying Jade is not, but I think Bianca Belair is more of a winner and she wants to prove more of like a single star kind of status within the WWE. Obviously, let me know. Go ahead and sound off in the comments how you guys feel about about this segment and stuff like that. And we can talk further more about it if you want. All right, moving on to our fifth and final segment, we're going to talk about Long Live the Queen. We're going to talk about Charlotte Flair's potential return to the WWE. So, hey, do not go anywhere.